Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is D, you can call me D, and today we will be talking about the biggest tricks of the enemy. Right now we just talking about two, okay? I got two, that's it. Two of the biggest tricks of the enemy that keeps people away from their destinies, that keeps people away from their greatness, that keeps people away from what God has for them. If you are ready to know these two tricks, like, comment, and subscribe, share, and let's get right on into this video, y'all. Number one on the list, we're coming hot and heavy, is minimizing your gift, your greatness. There are so many great people, powerful, anointed, appointed, gifted people that don't know who they are because the enemy has tricked them out of their spot, has tricked them out of seeing who they are to be. And how do you think the enemy does that? Well, he has vessels, and usually those vessels are the people that has access to the gifted person. Let me give you some examples. So let's say most gifted people unfortunately are attacked by their family members, because usually when you are the gift, you are the ones to set the standard, to set the tone, to bring something new into the generation, into the bloodline. You are around people who are not saved, and when I say saved, I mean living the sanctified life. When you have people around you doing things like fornicating, smoking, gossiping, lying, unrepentant sin, rebellion, whatever. Y'all know the things. When they're doing whatever they want to do, they are active vessels for the devil. If they may claim Jesus, but if they are sinning and actively sinning and not repentant, that means that are willing vessels for the devil. When you go out and you sin, you give the devil legal access to you. So whatever spirits that want to enter into you has the legal access to enter in because you was playing with the enemy's stuff. And you're probably wondering, how does this correspond with your gift and you not knowing your greatness? Continue to watch. So now those people around you are willing vessels for the enemy, knowingly and unknowingly. And those vessels, they're the ones that's sent to attack your anointing. So now that those unclean spirits are in this person, in the envious spirit, the jealousy spirit, the provoking spirit, all kinds of spirit, the Jezebel spirit, the Leviathan spirit, they can have all of these things operating in them, and that spirit and those spirits in them will go and attack you, and they will attack your gift, because whether you know your greatness or not, you're going to be attacked. So now that they're willing vessels, the people around you that are bound by demons are going to minimize what God has placed into you. They're going to be assigned to attack your gift. When people hear gifts or greatness or anointing, it's not always about being able to prophesy, being able to lay hands and speak in tongues. Your gifts can be, having gifts is like a large amount. You can have a multitude of gifts because you have people that are living vessels for the enemy. They will be used to attack your gifts. So you won't know who you are. This is why you may have family members or friends who are trying to attack your confidence. People see you before you see you. Believe it or not, be a strong person or not, your environment will change you. What you continue to hear will mold you. You will hear lies of Satan for so many times to the point where you will start to believe those lies. And that is one of the biggest tricks of Satan, is to minimize you, is to feel like you don't have something. I want you to understand what you carry is not common. The wisdom, the revelation that you have is not common sense. We as people are still figuring it out. We as people are still figuring it out. We need everybody to be operating in their God-given gift. We need what you have. The things that I speak about, I would think everybody knows it. I thought when what God placed in me, I thought it was normal. And I'm like, what is it about me? Why do people need to hear my voice? Why do people need to watch me? What? Like, I don't understand. Everybody don't know what you know. Everybody don't hold what you hold. And I want you to understand is that we need your gift. Go and start to learn your history. Because when you know history, first of all, that's the most wise thing you can do, because other people have lived this life before you. So instead of you going to make the same mistakes somebody already made, you can learn from their mistakes and you can operate a certain way. Because yes, you have certain revelation and certain wisdom, but you still have a life to walk. You still have a journey to journey on. If you are a writer, if you're a philosopher, if you are an artist, if you are a business owner, look back at who did what before you. Somebody did something similar before you, and we need you in this generation to do what you're called to do. Look at our history. The person who invented traffic lights, the person who invented technology, the person who invented cereal. If they thought that what they carried was common knowledge, we wouldn't have it. Don't minimize your gift. And the second and last example, guys, is the spirit of fear. The fear of being seen, the fear of success, the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, fear of being seen, fear of being heard, fear to walk, fear to trust God, fear to be you, fear to be authentic, just the spirit of fear in general. God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power and authority. God has not given you the spirit of fear. Fear is the biggest thing to keep you bound, to keep you stuck. God did not make you so unique, so beautiful, so creative for you to be swaddled up and in bondage and in shackles by fear. Open up your mouth and speak. And of course, the enemy is going to attack you. Of course, the enemy is going to attack your mind. Of course, the enemy is going to try to keep you and give you these thoughts. But who are you to stay shrunken? Who is the enemy when you are created and used by the Most High God, when God has called you to do a mighty work and you are letting fear stop you? Dominion on earth. But it is our duty to walk in that power. It is our duty to walk in that authority. And it is our duty to trust God and to trust what He says. Don't be tricked out of your spot. Do it scared, do it afraid, do it fearful, do it shaken, do it insecure almost, do it feeling inadequate, do it messing up. I need you to start. I need you to believe in yourself, because you are so protected. You are so loved by God. And anything that happens, it is for your good. It is for your good. We do not walk in the spirit of fear. We rebuke fear. You cast fear down. Cast down thoughts and imaginations that exalt themselves against the knowledge of God and bring them into captivity of the power of Jesus. You don't allow Satan to whisper these thoughts in your ear, because what the enemy likes to do is plant seeds. The enemy likes to plant seeds and water them daily in your head so that you don't understand who you are. So that when God shows you who you are, you don't understand Him, you don't hear Him. But who word would you listen to? Who are you going to listen to? Who do you believe? What verdict do you believe? A defeated foe or the Most High God? Your Father, your Creator, your Abba. Don't be deceived. Pray. I don't care what nobody say about you and your fear and your calling and what you doing. You ask God, who have you called me to be, and allow me to believe it. Allow me to believe it, Lord. Do not be deceived. Do not be tricked up out of your blessings and your spots. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to. This is war. Especially when you're doing something that never has been done in your generation. It's not going to be easy. But believe and know what God has says about you. Don't let people minimize your gift. If you are around people who you feel are lowering your self-esteem, are lowering you, are trying to humble you, get away from them. Pick up the love that you got for yourself and leave. And trust God. Trust the Lord. He will renew your strength. He will renew your confidence. He will renew your voice. He will renew your gift. But understand and know that you are needed here. You are needed. You are powerful. You are God's baby. You are so precious in His sight. And He loves you. And whatever He has blessed you with will make room for you. But you got to trust. You got to surrender. And you have to submit to God. Glory be to God. But y'all, I hope this video blessed you. And know that you are loved. Know that you are called. Know that you are here for a reason. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you were blessed by this video because I surely was, okay? But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please share this to someone who needs it. And always remember, you can have all the money in the world, all the fame in the world, all the cars, the degrees, the bags, the shoes, you name it. But if you do not have God and godly wisdom, you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. See you, my lovelies.